Do you remember October 20th, 1999? On that Sunday night, a single anime quietly appeared on Fuji TV screens across Japan. Its name was One Piece. From that moment on, for 9,565 straight days, you and I followed Monkey D, Luffy's grand adventure across the seas every single week without fail. But here's where it gets real. On December 28, 2025, episode 1155 aired as the final weekly broadcast. And with it, 26 years of unbroken weekly airing came to a silent, historic end. I won't lie to you, when I first saw this news, I got chills all over my body. Think about that. 26 years, that's enough for a baby to grow up and start a career. Then, after 3 months of complete silence, April 5th, 2026, Sunday night at 11:15 p.m. JST arrives. Episode 1156, titled The Long-Awaited Elbaf, a Grand Reunion Feast, marks One Piece's triumphant return. But this comeback isn't just any comeback. The weekly format is gone, completely erased, and in its place, a brand new seasonal system, with a maximum of 26 episodes per year takes over. This is nothing short of a historic transformation. Today I'm going to break down every detail of this seismic shift from 7 different angles, so stick with me until the very end. So why would anyone willingly pull the plug on a weekly broadcast that ran non-stop for 26 years? When I dug into this, I found 3 critical reasons hiding beneath the surface. The first reason is the animation quality ceiling. To keep up with a weekly schedule, the production team had no choice but to stretch a single manga chapter into 2, or sometimes even 3 anime episodes. And you could feel it in every dragged-out scene and recycled flashback. If you've ever felt frustrated watching One Piece filler, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. The second reason is the growing gap between the manga and the anime. Eiichiro Oda's writing pace was fast enough that the anime kept catching up, forcing the team to pad episodes with original content and extended recaps just to buy time. Now, the third reason, and this is the one that genuinely blew my mind, is the global strategy pivot. Here's a number that shocked me. Netflix's live-action One Piece. Season 2 racked up 16.8 million views in just 4 days after launch. The global anime market has ballooned to an estimated $35.2 billion as of 2025. Toei Animation looked at that number and made a calculated decision. They chose seasonal quality over weekly quantity, and honestly, I think that's the smartest move they've ever made. Now let me take you to the destination itself, the legendary land of Elbaf. For those who might not know, Elbaf is the sacred homeland of the giants, and it's the place that Usopp has dreamed of visiting ever since he was a little kid. I've personally been waiting for the anime to bring this kingdom to life since the very first time it was mentioned in the story. The premiere episode is number 1156, and its official subtitle is The Long-Awaited Elbaf, a Grand Reunion Feast. I confirmed the broadcast details directly on the official One Piece website. It airs every Sunday at 11:15 p.m. JST on the Fuji TV network nationwide. But here's the part that really caught my attention. Starting on Thursday, April 9th, the show will also be available for unlimited, streaming across 11 separate platforms simultaneously. That list includes FOD, Prime Video, Unext, D-Anime, Store, Anime Hodai, Luminous, and DMM TV. And it doesn't stop there. Abema, Hulu, Netflix, and Disney Plus are all on board too. When I saw that many platforms lining up at once, I realized something. This isn't just an anime returning from a break. This is One Piece announcing to the entire world that the Giant Kingdom era has officially begun, and everyone should be paying attention right now. The biggest surprise of the Elbaf Arc wasn't about the plot or the animation style. It was the casting announcement. The voice of Prince Loki, one of the most anticipated characters in this new chapter, has been given to none other than Yuichi Nakamura. If that name sounds familiar, it should. He's the voice behind Satoru Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen, one of the most iconic anime characters of the last decade. When I tracked down the Anime Japan 2026 stage footage, I discovered that Nakamura actually made a surprise appearance via live phone call during the event. He joined a conversation with Mayumi Tanaka as Luffy, Kazuya Nakai as Zoro, and the brand new Franky voice actor Subaru Kimura, and the energy in that room was absolutely electric. Now, Subaru Kimura is the actor who officially took over the role of Franky from Kazuki Yao, who had voiced the character for years. I want you to picture this for a moment. The same commanding, overwhelming presence that made Gojo unforgettable now channeled into a chained-up prince. who calls himself the Sun God. When I put those two images together in my head, I knew immediately that Elbaf was going to deliver something truly special. And I believe you'll feel the same way once you hear Nakamura's performance for the very first time. Now let's talk about the numbers, because the scale of One Piece as a franchise has grown so massive that it's honestly hard to wrap your head around it. The fact that hit me the hardest came on March 4th, 2026. That's the day Volume 114 went on sale, and with it, One Piece's total worldwide print circulation officially crossed the 600 million copies mark. Let me put that into context for you: over 450 million copies sold domestically in Japan alone, and more than 150 million copies overseas. The franchise's total estimated value now sits at approximately $30.2 billion. When I looked into Toei Animation's financial reports, I found something equally staggering. In the second quarter of fiscal year 2025, One Piece-related revenue hit 13.3 billion yen. You might be wondering why that matters. It matters because that figure actually surpassed Dragon Ball's 12.3 billion yen for the same period. One Piece didn't just compete with Dragon Ball, it overtook it. 29 years since serialization began, still holding a Guinness World Record, and now entering an entirely new format. This franchise isn't slowing down, and from everything I've uncovered, it's only going to accelerate from here. Let me break down exactly how the production structure is changing, because this is where things get really exciting. For years, the One Piece anime pumped out roughly 48 to 50 episodes annually on a grueling weekly schedule. Starting in 2026, that number drops to a maximum of 26 episodes per year, split into two separate cores. Each core consists of 13 episodes, and the months from January through March will serve as a dedicated recharge period for the production team. Now here's the detail that I'm personally most excited about. For the first time ever, the anime will adapt manga content at a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning one manga chapter equals exactly one anime episode. No more padding, no more recycled flashbacks stretched to fill time, no more filler content breaking the flow of the story. The opening theme for this new era has been revealed as well. It's Luminous by Aina the End. And the ending theme is a brand new track called Sono Mirai by the rock band Jisoku 36 Kilometer. Both songs were officially announced at Anime Japan 2026 on March 28th. When I think about what all of these changes mean together: a cleaner structure, higher production values, and faithful adaptation, I genuinely believe this is Oda's way of telling us the final saga deserves nothing less than the absolute best treatment possible. Let me wrap everything up for you right here. On April 5th, 2026, at 11:15 p.m. JST, episode 1156 kicks off the Elbaf Arc, the beginning of a completely new era for One Piece. 26 years of weekly broadcasting are officially over, replaced by a seasonal format, delivering a maximum of 26 episodes per year across two carefully produced cores. The manga has surpassed 600 million copies in worldwide circulation, and the franchise's total value now stands at an estimated $30.2 billion. Loki will be voiced by Yuichi Nakamura, the legendary voice behind Satoru. Gojo and Franky's new voice belongs to Subaru Kimura. The opening theme is Luminous by Aina. The end and the ending is Sono Mirai by Jisoku 36 Kilometer. Starting April 9th, all 11 streaming platforms in Japan will carry the show for unlimited viewing. You and I have waited 26 years for the giant kingdom to finally appear on screen, and now it's right around the corner. If this video helped you understand the full picture, hit subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below and tell me what you're most excited about in the Elbaf Arc. I'll see you in the land of giants.